My name's Nicholas Hagen. My year is 2010. I'm a senior. So,
What position do you have with the college?
I'm the one of the student judicial board chairpersons. Basically, what we do is that we are the heads of the judicial branch of the student government.
Growing up, who was a person you admired, or who was your hero?
It's a tough call. I suppose growing up, I grew up in the South, so we've always been taught sort of to respect Robert E. Lee, mainly just because of all the history there and what he did for the South. But I never really got into that aspect. More of, it's a tough call. I really probably say Robert E. Lee, just because of what all he did, the influence he had at now WNL, the ability that he had to help rebuild the South through education, such as that, and the military exploits he had.
Growing up, or later in life, do you believe that your hero changed?
I think so. I think as I learned more about the Civil War and sort of the atrocities which happened on both sides, it ended up changing my view on it. So I think my hero, I would say now, would probably be either Nietzsche or Sartre, or honestly any existentialist philosopher, mainly because of their philosophies, the reliance upon the individual, and how you can essentially overcome pretty much anything which you're given. So,
all right. And would those be the heroes that you hold now, or?
I think so. Yeah.
What's a hero? You mentioned your heroes, but who's a person you admire?
There are a lot of people I admire, and it's for a lot of different reasons. A lot of my fraternity brothers I admire, specifically for their how do I put this? Their reliance upon, or not reliance, but their ways they show how they're honorable and trustworthy, and how they love each other. One particular would be Jim Burns, and he probably more than anybody else, the red light's blinking.
That's fine.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, what was I? Jim Burns, he probably more than anybody else tends to show a love and a passion for living. He definitely probably one of my favorite brothers. So I think that's one person I really admire for that passion for life he has. So
anything else you want to say about heroes?
Thinking about it, it's not really one person, because everybody has their faults with heroes, especially. You can always find something different and morally reprehensible about a person. It's more of probably an amalgam, and maybe that's why people have problems naming heroes.